Right. Now I'm gonna share my screen. So till today we had discussed about the plugins required to install, the introduction of HRSD, required rules in HRSD, HR profile and HR versus user profile, center of excellence, HR case creation. Right. So we're gonna discuss about today HR administration. Under HR administration, HR case creation configuration, and HR case creation for service configuration. Right. There will be how to configure the HR case creation form for an HR service. I mean to say. Right. It's important, guys. From today, actually, from this center of excellence or from HR case creation, we have started concentrating on the configuration part of HRST. The theoretical part is uh, completely reduced if you observe, right? We have been discussing about the configuration part. Each and every topic is very, very important. And whatever I am going to explain today, that are nothing but the requirements that used to come from the clients, right? So the case creation configuration part, guys, again I am saying, if you have any questions during the call, raise your hand up, or you can just intermittently unmute yourself and speak up. I'll clarify your doubt. Right. Oh God. Yes. Where is the document? Yeah. So we are going to discuss about, even this slide may take 2 to 3 days. It has lot of things, right? HR case creation configuration, HR service configuration, HR criteria, as well as SLA. I just added one slide for each concept, but it might take one class for the each concept. Don't fear, guys. So this is very, very easy. You'll understand. Like ITSM, we don't have to configure the entire table and adding the business rules, that these things and all. While creating the case, I'm talking about, not after creating the case or on the records. While creating the case, we don't have to do such things. It's easy. So in HRSD, ServiceNow has itself given is a place where we can configure, while creating the case, what fields do we require, on what basis, and what information is will be shown while creating the case is shown in the configuration page. Right. Oh, Shiva, you did not do the recap. Why you directly jumped into the topic? No one asked this question, guys. No displays. Yeah, yeah, that's important. COE. I will just take only 1 minute, guys. Not required. We have been discussing this since 2 days. So we discussed all the topics about COE. What is COE? And yesterday we discussed how to create a record on topic category. Okay, how to create a record on topic detail, and how to create a HR service and map it to the topic detail, and map the topic detail to the category, create a category under specific center of excellence. Right. So we discussed one example and we created a record, right? And then we discussed enabling and disabling the COEs, COE tables from a SNHR core HR license dot do list view, how to enable and disable the specific COE tables. And we discussed the category list, and then we discussed about COE security configuration, right? How it is restricting the users from viewing, writing, and reading the records of the HR cases for specific groups, or it can be specific users also. And we discussed an example. The example is he could restrict access to HR benefits case to only the HR benefits team, preventing other HR professionals from viewing or modifying those cases. Like ACS, this does the same work, but the ACS will require to have add the coding there if you want any filters. But in COE, you do not have to add any filters. I mean, sorry, any coding. You can directly select the groups. You can directly select the users, whoever is required. You can add the filters also, like which kind of data you want to restrict from viewing or editing the records from the list view, or I mean from the records, right? So this is what we have discussed it so far about COE. We are clear about what is COE and what is topic category, what is topic detail, and the mapped HR service. We discussed with examples. Let's close this. This is enough about COE, right? Let's come to the new topic, HR case creation configuration and HR service configuration. Right, guys? So, if you remember, guys, I said a case can be created by HR agents as well as employees. Right? Say, for instance, we have only two parts. Okay, many people can create, like developers can create, clients can create for the requirements. But from the organization perspective, imagine only two of the persons are creating the cases. One is HR agent and another is the employee who is seeking approval, who is requesting, who sees, who can create a case from central, right? And I would say instead of HR agent, HR department. Right. HR department can create case from the platform as well as portal, whereas the employee only can create a case from employee center. But how do you configure what things to be shown while creating the case? Right. So if you see how the HR department guys create case, or you can assume clients create case from the platform, or maybe a developer, or maybe anyone who can create case from platform. This is the platform I am referring to. Right. If you go to HR cases, see there is a new create new case. Maybe in real time, it can come here. Simply new case. We can just click there. Or it can be here. Create a new case. Just click. Right. It's opening a screen and taking us to SNHR core case creation. Right. SNHR core case creation. And how did this been configured? This is the out of the box functionality where you can customize all these details as per your customer or client requirements. Right. So this is one way to create a case from platform. We can create a case from profile, or it can be created from the integration. But when you are doing it manually, you will customize few things for you to understand. Right. Open the HR cases in one window. Right. And guys, please concentrate. These all are very, very important topics. If you just learn this, that's it. You will be master of HRST, guys. I assure you. Right. And we have HR Agent Workspace. This comes up with a plugin. HR Agent Workspace. There is a separate plugin for Agent Workspace. When you see, the moment you open the HR Agent Workspace, the Agent Workspace is getting open while it's loading. Let's go back to the configuration page. So there was If you observe this screen, guys, there is a line called skip verification. If you don't want it, you can remove it. Here it says, please enter three or more characters. No, I cannot enter three. I want to enter five characters, then only the value should show. Yes, you can do it. Right. Or I cannot search with an employee. I have the case number. Yes, you can simply search with a case number, HR case number, come here and search. It will show the case number. See, and the open for and the open by. See, guys, you can see all this stuff here. You can change this. You don't want open for here. You want the short description. You can change this. You don't want the open by here. You want a subject person or the actual request person. Yes, you can configure this. All these things are possible. Or I will just refresh the screen one more time. So you search with three characters, say for instance PAV, and it is showing one name. Or I will search with ADM, which means admin, but it is showing few. Right. If you observe, only the 10 records will be showing up. You can 1 to 10. So in one go, you can only see 10 records. You have to keep, you have to let the page refresh and see. Like if you want to see a lot of records at a time, not 10, I want to see 30 records at a time. Yes, this can be changed. Yeah, right, guys. So, how these things can be changed while creating the HR case. Guys, hope you remember how to create HR case. We had already discussed. This is the reason every time I'm explaining you guys to do the practice, right? You know how to create a case, but while creating the case, what configurations you want to be available on the form. So this is one way to create HR case. This is a manual creation, right? This is a manual creation. When you create a case, you want few values to be populated according to your customer requirements. So how do you do that? How do you change? And even in HR agent workspace, oh God, when will this database get changed, guys? When will it be moved to Raptor database? This is slow like a hell. Or let me just open, let me just click on the agent workspace one more time. Okay, let it load what I can do when it is slow. Right. So guys, let's go to the case creation configuration environment page where we can customize according to our requirements. Right. If you open HR admin again, out of all these things, we had discussed COE configuration, COE security configuration. Now we are going to discuss about case creation configuration. Guys, you might be having this doubt. Shiva, I can see lot of things here, but why we are discussing only few things? Because you do not use all this stuff in real time. But I will cover this SLA definitions, employee form, HR criteria, the major important parts. What I feel these are necessary and being used in real time. Shiva, how do you know if these are being used in real time or not? Because I have been working in HRSD module since 3 years and I saw the entire organization set up on HRSD. That way, I prepared. Accordingly, I prepared all these slides and the content for you guys. Okay, you can maybe uh, try to search on it by your own. You can maybe find anywhere if you want to go through. You will only find the things which I am going to explain. Right, guys? So I am going to click case creation configuration. Yeah. So as soon as I click this, it's routing to SNHR case, sorry, SNHR core configuration case creation page. Right, right, guys. SNHR core configuration creation. I hope the entity employees know here. We used to get a requirements like add the details for. See, if I click admin, you can see only the name. We used to get, see here, the department also. We used to get requirements like I need to populate department and other few values, his mail ID and his employee ID. All this stuff I want. A client used to ask, or maybe another organization also. So that is possible. How you can do? It can be done from core case configuration page. Even in a HR agent workspace, right? I want these many values, department, HR, all these many values to be populated. Right, guys. So if I go to case creation configuration, guys, concentrate here. We'll be discussing every part of this page. When you understand this page, it's all done. You are good at creation configuration, right? So if you see, first thing is, first of all, what is this is all about? What this page will do? What this page will do? This will modify how search results for an employee appear and configure the default HR case creation form. This what does this do, guys? Hope you are following. So to do this, you need to have the admin roles again. In real time, you are a developer. Every time when I say when you are doing means, I am assuming that you all have administration rights. So when you are configuring this, right? So you will be having administration rights. So how you will do? HR, it has a multiple steps, guys. Right? In this page, when you are doing something, when you are configuring, uh, this is
But
about, yeah.
do we need security rules here?
No, not required. You just have to have SNHR core admin.
Okay.
The security rules are not required. Security rules is required when you are doing something related to the security, like ACL, right? You need to enable that security. There are some other things related to properties. For few properties, you need to have that security, right? Only the sensitive part and the secure part, you need to enable that security admin role, right? For this, general admin role is sufficient, right? So if you see here, we can do using the case creation form, you can control the information returned from a search, right? When I say information returned from the search means this page, information returned from a search, or the same thing. Oh god, the same screen you can see here, guys. The same thing you can see in the HR agent workspace, right? There, and from a search and the required fields when creating an initial HR case. This is the initial HR case when you are creating manually. Right, guys? If you see here, there is a page size 10 and the minimum input length. Guys, again saying, just ask me one more time if you do not understand. Okay. So if you see here, guys, minimum input length is 3. If you come here to the HR page, if you just click the drop down, search for employer case number drop down, here you can see wordings. Please enter 3 or more characters. This was decided here, where in the HR core configuration case creation page, minimum input length is 3, right? So it is asking us to enter minimum 3 values. So when I enter 3 values, it is showing up the records, right? No, I don't. I want minimum five digits to be entered. I will change the 3. I'll enter 5 and I'm gonna save the record. Right. You come here, refresh the screen, let it save, refresh the screen, just click. See guys, please enter 5 or more characters. So when you enter 3 characters, will it come? No, you are supposed to enter 5 characters. Then only it will come. You understand, guys? So this is by default 3. When someone asks you to change it, you can come over here and you can change it. The moment you change here, it will change while creating the case from when you create a case from here. Or if you remember, guys, if you go to profile, this page won't ask you. If you create a case using the profile, this things will doesn't ask you, because the profile is already decided. It will directly go to the next page. If you are creating manually without an employee or case number, this page will open first. Then you gotta change this configuration. So I want only 3 and I will save it. This is the out of the box. If you want, you can change it to 5. And again, if you come back and refresh this, see, please enter 3 or more characters. Right. So page size. What is this page size? Page size 10 we decided. When I searched for ADM, see guys, 1 to 10 of 37. There are 37 records, but I can see only 10 records first. Then it will take time to load another 10 records. I have to wait. See, 11 to 20 of 37. And I have to wait 21 to 30 of 37. I have to wait 31 to 37. No, I want 20 records to be available upfront. Right. 20 I have entered here and save. And I'll come here. I'll refresh my screen. Right. I will enter ADM again. See guys, 1 to 20 of 30. Guys, trust me, these all were requirements. Okay. 1 to 20 of 37. Right. 20 records. So this is the page size is about. Right. What it does, it determines the maximum number of search results for each page break. This is the page break. Right. This is the page break. Each page break when using the search for employee form. Sorry,
Is there any
someone.
limitation for the page break? Limitation,
No such
size.
limitation. You can just simply enter anything, but the thing is, you won't find that many records, right? You can
Okay.
enter 100 also, but it will show you only the 37 because the maximum number are 37. And for you, it takes time again. Admin, when you enter many records, it will actually, sorry, I did not save it. I entered 100, I did not save this record. When you enter record, it takes time to search when you have lot of records, right? So 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 this way you can just keep changing this. Usually, yeah, I think it's 20 only, guys. Yeah, maybe 20 only. Yeah, 20 records only showing up. It's saved actually, but it not changed for some reason. Yeah, it's 100, but here it is showing up only 20 records. Yeah, usually you cannot enter, you cannot see the 100 records at a time, right? So it's 20 records only maximum you can search. Yeah, admin, only the 20 records. Others, if you want, it takes time to load. Okay, so the yeah, the form, yes. So that it determines the maximum number of search results for each page break when using the search for employee form. Right, guys. So page size is what we had discussed, and minimum input length. Let it be 10 only. These are all the out of the box values. Let it be. Let's not change. Like you can change if you want. Okay. This is one place. Okay. And now I understood this and 3 characters and the page break. Now I am searching the employee with employee name. When I enter admin, see, I am getting few values. Sys administration with only department, but the remaining values are blank because they are not there. We see this. So we are going to modify the default search behavior when searching by employee using this employee search tab. What are we doing, guys? Modifying the default search behavior when searching by employee. Right. So we are going to first see. We have a lot of fields. Display table. What is the display table? The displays employee information. Generally, initially when I discussed, guys, we have to create HR profile and this will be used while creating the HR case. This is the area. Here, the default table you cannot edit. Since this is something related to HRSD, you cannot change the default display table. So it displays if employee information using the HR profile. Which profile? SN HR core profile table when displaying information for an employee. And again, guys, this field is read only. You cannot change. So what does that mean? This employee information will be retrieved from SN HR core profile. Right, guys? This is the first one. So when I search PAV, it is showing me the employee profile of Power because it contains the department, right? And this is the display table. We have uh, we have other things. User field is user. This is fine. The user is nothing but from sys user. If you open SNHR core profile table and see the user form like user field, this will be from the sys user. Hope you remember we discussed this, guys. See, every minor detail is important. Right. So this is from the user table only, but this field is available on SNHR core profile record. Right. And then if you see limited users on such, right. This limited users on such means this option, this option is for adding filter conditions for searching for a user. For example, guys, you could add a filter only for active users. Okay, fine, Shiva. I'm coming here, I'm entering admin. I am getting lot of values, including non-active users, inactive users, and users from other departments, everything. You can just modify this. Since you only need users pertaining to a specific department, you can just limit that search. Click on this limit users on search. If you see one condition is enabled, guys, earlier it was not there. When I unchecked this, it will not be available anymore. When I checked this, it's enabling. You can see, guys, user search condition, and you can simply make active true. Guys, anyone wants to answer from where these fields are being populated? These fields are pertaining to which table, guys? Anyone wants to answer?
Core table,
Which core table?
HR core table.
Yeah, you are supposed to say SNHR core profile table, right? Okay, fine. So this is the thing. Active is true and department. Department is only HR. You could just enter this way. This way, only the users pertaining to the department HR and only the active users will be shown. I am saving this record. Earlier, when I searched 37 records, I came up. Let's see, admin, ADM. Only one record is available, guys. See, not more than one record. Because we added filter. We just need a guy from HR department. And that too, active record. Right. So, this way you can use the limited users on such. Right. I'm unchecking this and saving this. Right. Additional display fields. So, we are discussing in a proper way, guys. First display table, user field, limited users on such, additional display fields, right? Additional display fields. What are all those additional display fields? User dot department, user dot employee number, user dot location. I told you guys when I searched for admin, I have 37 records. Sys administrator. Assume there is the same name with different details. How do you know? With the proper values. Let's take the system administrator from the user table and enter. I'll try to give a few values. system administrator. Yes, no one is asking me to go to HR profile. Why? Shiva, that's referring to HR table, right? Why have you opened this user table? We were supposed to ask this question, guys. Okay. Hmm. But yeah, the few fields are from user only. Users is user only. Just do not get confused here. Both plays a crucial role. Sys user table as an HR core profile table. HR core profile is nothing but created the data from sys user table. If I open this is administrator, I do not have few details like I see if I see I wanted to add but department is available. What are all we want here? User employee number, user location. Okay. If you come here, the location is empty for the system administrator to the SNHR core profile. Right now, although this that field shows user dot location, this is being come from location table, right? Australia, I've added, and if you want, what are other things? Let's not department employee number. Where is that employee number? Employee start date, employee type, probation leave department. Yeah, employee number. I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6 digit and save it. Right, guys. I have added location and employee number. I came here. Okay. Guys, we will take the HR agent workspace session separately since this is not coming. Right, guys. Just I'll cancel this. I believe this required a separate session for entire configuration. Right. So if you come here and just refresh this screen and enter ADM. See, guys, this is the requirement, guys. See, system administrator with an employee code and location and department. Everything is coming here. This is what this additional display fields do. Okay, Shiva, I don't want location. I want something else. Like I want the employee start date. I want the employee type. I mean, I want any his marital status. Right. I can come here. I can just simply click that one. I can remove whichever is not required. And I can take simply marital status to here. And I can take his uh, joining. Where is that? Yeah, employee start date. Right. I can simply take. Right. And I can click on log field. If you see, these things are coming and I can save the record. Right. If you just come here and search for admin, oh God, sorry, admin, oh, ADMIN, admin, see his marital status, see his joining date, both are coming up. Right. So this way you can configure, you could configure things however you want. Right. And see, we have links. Just ignore this link space. Okay. This is for entirely for the third parties, whoever wants to just click on the link and route to the page. Ignore this. We do not use at all in real time. Okay. This is a link that can be configured. And we have allow skipping verification checkbox. Right. If you come here, there is skip verification for external vendors or anonymous employees. If you don't want this line, if you don't want this line, this skipping verification, you can remove it by just checking on that, uncheck on that allow skipping verification checkbox. Come here, just do refresh. See, that line has gone. If you want it again, just click on that allow skipping verification, click save it. And if you come back and refresh the screen, it will show. right? That one thing. Search tables. So we have added two tables with respect to the employee data. The employee data lies only on these two records. So the priority is the display table is SN HR core profile. If assume if the employee is not available on HR profile, it will then take the second table user. So we are instructing this search bar to search the data from user table also. So the search tables are user HR, user and HR profile. Right. Force partial search. What does this do, guys? Force partial does. If you observe, guys, ADM, it's a partial thing. I did not enter complete details. Okay. If I enter admin, this is a single name. Something is coming up. But ADM is a partial. Still it is showing up. If I just uncheck this and save the record, right? If I come here, ADM, it will not show. Guys, hope you are following. Right, guys? It will not show.
It's like
Yeah.
metadata,
It's not
partials.
meta. It's not meta. It's restricting the four partial search, not only admin. When you say meta, you can enter any value. This is kind of meta, but it's not meta. Okay. In meta, you can just enter admin or AD or DMI or SysAD. You can add any value so that it returns the value which you decides to come. But here it will just stop partial search for anything. You have to enter the entire value. Right. So if I click on this force partial search, there are two more fields enabling. Right. So these these things you can just ignore, not at all required. Only the display, user field, limited user search, additional display fields, allow skipping verification, search table, force partial search is required. I can show you guys one screenshot in real time. These two are not available. Even if you check this, these were newly added. It seems this is not being used, but still this force partial search, if you just enable it, you can just give the priority table as HR profile. And if you wanted to give the column, okay, if you wanted to give the column as user, okay, user is from sys user table. I will take employee number. So this, if you give these two priority, these two values will come up, right? And if I save this record, come here and refresh the screen, admin. Oh, sorry, ADM. If you see the priority, change it to here. And this is actually HR profile, not other profiles. Right. Your understanding is values are not showing up for other profiles, user profile. It's only for from HR profile because we added a priority. But this we are not using. We need a data entirely from user and HR profile. Right, guys? I want records from every record. So I will remove this priority. I will just remove this. I will mark this as none and save this. And if I come here and refresh the screen, ADM. Right. See now there is no priority. It is showing both the user and HR profile, guys. Guys, you understand now? Employee search tab, entirely employee search tab, how it works? Answer, please.
Yes, Siva.
Yes,
Thank you.
Shiva.
Thank you. Thank you. So there is another tab, case search. We'll quickly cover this as well. Right,
Shiva,
guys?
Shiva,
Yeah.
1 second. In the employee search,
Hmm.
I mean, the priority table name, you didn't select anything, I mean, any table here, right?
Yeah.
So it could be take the sys underscore user table.
Yes. because we give both user and HR profile. It's for the search table option. It can take.
Okay. I mean, can you try the any non-HR profile
You
in
want
the
a
HR?
non-HR profile.
Hmm.
Um,
Not
but
here in the HR case creation.
yeah, I understood. First, we need to find non-HR profile.
Like Abel Tutor.
Well, tutor has HR profile now. That's it. View HR profile. He has HR profile now. View HR profile. See, Abel tutor has HR profile. Let me find a way to get the non-HR profiles. What do we have fields here? Hmm. Why not we create one case, guys? We can create one HR, sorry, not case, one user, right? Directly. Okay. We'll create one user. Come to sys user, create a user. SAM ID, Santosh. Santosh. Last name is something I can enter K or something. Okay. Department is IT and email is santosh@gmail.com and language English and mobile number 9912312345. Right. So I will not give anything. Save. So for this user, there is no HR profile. Only the difference you will see if it shows view HR profile, that user has view HR profile. If the user doesn't have HR profile, it will show create HR profile, guys. Right. Now, Santosh, he doesn't have. I will add one group. Usually, this should not be done. From the rules tab, we should not be adding. But since the internal is also not getting added, SNC internal, I will add. Okay. Save. Guys, do not do this role addition directly. Okay. This is not a regular approach. We will not add directly roles. And I will add one developers group to this Santosh. So he'll have access. IT, any role. ITSM app dev. Okay. ITSM app developers. Save. So this guy doesn't have the HR profile. Right. If I take Santosh and come here and refresh the screen. SAN. Let me just refresh one more time. It may take time. Santosh. See? Santosh. You can see now, Santosh.
Yes, yes, sir.
This guy doesn't have HR profile, but still it is populating because we gave user profile also.
Yes.
Yeah. If you remove this, this might not work. Only the HR profile data will be shown. But in real time, this is by default. No one will change this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Say for instance, I am creating a case for Santosh K. Okay. Now it is routed to the another page. I selected and it is routed to, it is showing up a lot of details. Right. If you come to configuration page, only I'll cover this part today and the remaining two will discuss tomorrow. Okay. So the case search. Okay. The case search. Also, okay. This is not required now. I will just go back to the case creation. This is employee search tab. Now we are doing the case search. Right. We'll remove. This is just show. I'm just showing you we can create cases even for non-HR users. Right. So here guys, search for employee or case number. You can search for employee or case number from this view is what I had told you earlier. Now we saw a search for employee name with the employee name. If I come to HR case listable, or if anybody gives you HR number, just search this, copy and paste. It is showing up a few values. Subject person and his details, opened for and his details, system administrator and his details. If you come here and case search, this is by default. You cannot change the table, right? So the case table, it is read-only field that contains the HR case and the limited cases on such. The same thing as again here, same thing. I don't have to cover one more time. If you want only the active records to be shown, you can just simply add this limit cases on such. You could just add a filter to such only for active cases. Earlier I have told active users, right? Here active cases. But Shiva, employee number is a unique number. Why do we use active field? Because in real time, sometimes the HR case might be in closed complete state, but they might ask you to do some changes based on the requirement. Like you want some values to be shown accordingly. So when you search for that number, that will not show when you add this filter because it's not in active state, it's in closed complete state. So that kind of filters you can add. And now, if you observe these fields, you can just add HR profile, HR service, anything, any filter you can add for the case search, right? And guys, user fields, subject person, opened for, opened by, and watch list. User fields as in here, I have entered the case number here, subject person, opened for, and opened by. Watch list is empty for this, so it's not showing up. If I come here and open this case, okay, here, if you see the watch list, it's empty, right? I assume I have added my name, system administrator, and saved it, right? And if I come here, refresh the screen again, and search for it. Okay, see, watch list. Watch list is a system administrator, so it is showing the yeah. So if you search for number, if you see guys, open way and watch list, both are system administrator. So it is showing in single row. If it separates someone else, it will show in another row. So now, if you want to create a case for the user open for is part of this HR number, simply you can click on that open for and a new case you can create for the open for our subject person. This way you can configure. You can come here, Shiva, I don't want subject person open for open by. Yes, you can just simply click here. If you want any short description, you can simply come here and add short description on top and you can just lock it and then you come here and save it. Right, guys? If you go back to the record, okay, if you go back to the new case, click create new and search for employee number, HR, this does this have payroll discrepancy? Where is this? For some reason, payroll discrepancy is not showing up. 10072. Refresh this. Payroll discrepancy. This is on which table? Short description. This is on SNHR core case table. Oh, this is on task table. So you have to do dot watching. That is the reason it is not showing up. Few fields are extended from task table, guys. Just take any field which is on HR core case. You can get this, but you have to just do task dot short description. Then it will come. Uh, if you want to take assignment group is on HR core case table. Oh God, this is also on task table. Take the HR service, guys. HR service config dictionary. Yeah, see SNHR core case. Let's take HR service there. Enter HR service. Where is HR service? HR service. HR service. It's difficult to find HR service. Ah, HR service. HR service. HR service name. Okay. So this way, if it's on task table, task that short description. So that way you can just simply bring here, right? And log this field, save this record. Now go back to the, oh, sorry, refresh the screen, search for it. Is it not displaying? Vegetable subject person ID equal. Why is it not displaying? Maybe some glitch. I will check this, guys. I'll check this and I'll update you tomorrow. What is the reason? HR service dot service name or something else is referring to. It is on HR core case table, not HR service table. HR profile, HR service. Did I take something else service? No, right? HR service. Add the fields. HR service subject, person related list is HR service fields active, not active. Remove it or will take some other thing. Active, not collaborators or display order. Anything, employee percentage. Anything as if you take with the filter, task search condition, user fills whatever you want to show. It is supposed to show, but for some reason, task type, restaurant time, work, topic, category. Yeah. So this way you can just simply add the fields to the user field, actual start, or you can take additional comments, right? Let's see if this will come. I will add some additional comments and I will just save the record. 072. This is test. I will save it and I'll come here and refresh. Ignore guys. For now, it's only by default. These are only coming. Uh, I will just search this tomorrow. Why it's not coming here? I will see if there is any option to change this. I'll just these are by default opened by watch list. Open for only these are coming. Option for adding users fields to appear during a case search. The base system configuration first watch list valuation. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today, guys. We had discussed about employee search and case search today, and this user fields is not something is not working. Some for some reason, I think I'm bringing up the wrong field here, but it should work. If you take the fields from SNHR core case table, that field should work. If it's on some other table, you have to do some proper dot working. You know this slush bucket. You know this how to do it, right? In ITSM, we had done a lot of things, right? For some reason when I'm trying to do it is not coming up. It could be something, right? I'm not bringing the right field. I assume, right? So if you take any field on SNHR core case, it should work, right? Just save this and go back here. We'll be discussing about these two tabs tomorrow and the case creation service configuration, right? Any questions still here, guys?
Shiva,
Yeah.
like we have condition in case search configuration,
Yeah.
do we have the same condition for employee search?
Yes, we do have.
Okay.
So you're talking about this limited this condition, right?
No, the condition field, yeah.
Yeah, this is enabled only when you just check on limit cases on such.
Okay, okay.
So
So
the
do we have
same thing
the same
is
thing?
here.
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we added this, right?
Okay.
Activist one department. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Okay.
yeah. Any other questions, guys? Already 9 o'clock today. You can drop off if you do not have any questions. I don't want to take your time more.
Thanks, Shiva.
Thank you, Shrikant.
Thank you, Shiva.
Thank you, Samar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Santosh. Thanks, Anna. Suresh Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
హెచ్ఆర్ఎస్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నావు అన్న నిజంగా వర్క్ వింటున్నావా డైలీ
నేర్చుకున్నా కొద్దిసేపు
అనిల్ అన్న యూజ్ అవుద్ది బాగా
అందుకనే జాయిన్ అయ్యా
సరే
సరే
సరే బాయ్